starts to rock. She's my girl, my motor girl. She's a spark, blows the fuse. She breaks my heart when she sings the blues. She is the voltage, she is the shock. She's my girl, my motor girl. The floor's on fire when she starts to rock. She's my girl, my motor girl. She's my girl, my motor girl. The floor's on fire when she starts to rock. She's my girl, my motor girl, my motor girl.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Kingfishers and Throwgun. We are going to go ahead and have some bans. Kingfishers do go ahead and ban out Dragonshire and Sky Temple. Battlefield of Eternity and Cursed Hollow are banned out by Throwgun. We are going into Alterac Pass. So, why do I not hear game sounds? A little strange. It says they're broadcasting. I came over here because they said they were just about ready to go and then they didn't go. So, whoopsie. I guess it just aren't games. There we go. So here, game number 1, this is Alterac Pass, the Battlefield of the Alliance versus the Horde. The Noble Alliance versus the, also noble, but in a different way noble, Horde. There aren't good guys or bad guys in World of Warcraft, there's just paying customers. Why get people so mad at me? We do kind of Ragnaros being the first ban. The Fire Lord is not welcome. They say, you know what, this is Battle between the Alliance and the Horde, you get out of here, raid boss. The only thing you're here for is loot, which means you're not here at all, because there's no loot in Here's the Storm. We closed down the shop years ago. Fun fact, there actually was a shop in the very first iterations. Pre-alpha, there was a shop. Asmodean also being removed. Not really a raid boss in World of Warcraft, but is a encounter in Diablo. So you know what, that still counts. We'll take it. Is that any better? Yeah, that looks a bit better. I was like faded out on the shirt. I didn't like it. We're gonna have Stukov and Deckard Cain. The old man Deckard Cain. More like the old man Deckard Cain. I'm hilarious. We're gonna go ahead and Deckard Cain being banned out as well as Stukov. So a little bit of a round 2 healer show coming out from both teams. First pick does go to the side of Throwgun. They actually lost the coin flip. Map pick was taken by Kingfishers because they really wanted Alterac. We're gonna have Johanna, the Mecha Johanna, being taken first and foremost. Johanna, a very defensive tank, great at holding a location, great at making it hard for people to move in, and kind of the bane of auto attackers. So I definitely don't expect to see a high priority on Raider and Vala. But who will we see? Who will be coming out? Because that is the question. We're going to have Varian, great counter to the level 13 from Varian when you get Shattering Throw, just completely shuts down her D. And then we do got to have May coming out. Also, a little bit of a blind war on both sides. May able to, like, pack little glass shards into her snowball and be like, ha, yeah, you can't see. May is a jerk, is basically what I'm saying. Did you say Bloodlust being playing May is a bit of a misnomer? I wouldn't think that Bloodlust is a very cold emotion.
I heed the voice of Illusion.
You can have Tyrande. And that's a bit interesting. Tyrande is reliant on her auto attacks, so going into the blinding May. is going to potentially cripple her in critical team fights. We will have the backflip coming out with Gazlo, the Gas Lord. At least so far. So Taranda's the only one that's kind of the odd person out. Taranda will be on the Horde side, and I guarantee you Taranda does not like fighting with the Horde. Definitely was an Alliance hero. Gazlo in the right place, Varian in the right place. Bit of an interesting ban onto Karazim there. Like, Taranda, I assume, is their main healer. So I'm not sure why they took the step of banning out Karazim as well. Must be a scouting thing or a misclick. So there goes the Li Ming. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the ability to harass indefinitely. That is the thing, over the wall from inside the base, on certain ones, you can just throw orbs non-stop. There's just not a whole lot your opponents can do about it. We do have Damien coming out with the Malthael, and then Alexstrasza coming out on the side of Kingfishers. Bit of an odd man out, a whole bunch of heroes, and then Malthael. Malthael's over here being like, oh, hi. I'm a dude guy. For the Alliance or something?
I will fight to my
Rhaegar, very, very nice healer for the Horde. I like it. And then Tychus, you know what? Tychus can be wherever he wants to. Have you ever tried to tell Tychus he can't stand somewhere? It's a bad idea. It does not go very well. So, here we go into the game, the match. Okay, I guess we should let Zagara be picked. That's interesting, a very, very, very side-pushy Zagara. That may be that we're going to have a delay tactic coming out of the side of Kingfishers, and they're going to be like, okay, 4 of us go and contest, and then Zagara go to the opposite side of the map and push. They could just leave Gazlo, but Gazlo does have a bit of a hard time because Zagara can just like play defensively, and it's hard for Gazlo to move forward. So definitely is outranged. But I'll go ahead and get into the Gamba. Don't go anywhere. Put your points where your mouth is, and I'll see you guys in just a second.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light bulb.
Here. 4-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no! Oh, here's Light Bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man Light Bomb. They're gonna follow up, and they're gonna get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my god, when does this happen? Everybody's dead.
Alright, and with that being taken care of, we are going into game number 1 here on Alterac Pass. Representing the blue team, coming out of the blue gate on the blue side, we're going to have Bloodlust coming out with May. Killer Kook will be on the Zagzagoom. Damon is going to be on Malthael. Billy Bob Joe is going to be playing Alexstrasza, and Captain Skippy going to be playing Varian. They are your blue team. They are Kingfishers. They are the Kingdom of Comeuppets. I got it out of order. Now I should say they're Kingfishers. Meanwhile, on the orange side of the battlefield, coming out of the orange gate, we do go ahead and have the cello, or Dicello, playing the Rhaegar. We will go ahead and have John Lotz playing Taranda. Dead On is going to be on the Johanna. We will have Shogun Bisa is playing the Tychus. And up in the top lane, we do have the Backflip playing Gazlo. They are your orange team. They are the Tyranny of Tumultitude. They are Throgun. A lot of damage going through. Shogun Misa getting a little bit. There's a nice stun going onto Malthael. Malthael going nowhere fast in terms of health, but not a lot of damage. We do still definitely have health bars favoring the side of Kingfishers. Killer Kook going to go and start rotating down. Just go ahead and drop a little bit of harassment for Rhaegar. Look at our level 1 talents. We do have High King's Quest coming out of the Varian. That could possibly mean that we do have Twin Blades. Zagara not actually taking her level 1 just yet, surprisingly enough. We'll have Stormcaller coming out of the Rhaegar. Rocket Boots, not surprising. Zagara, what are you doing? Yeah. Did I right, y'all gonna have to tag someone in, gonna have to call for some help. Definitely not going to do well into this Zagara. Zagara going ahead and dropping down creep tumors to see everywhere. Meanwhile, we do go and have the camps being picked up by Shogun Misa and John Lotz on one side. The Mothiel is soloing this other one, just going about a half health. Gonna be A-OK and KOA. Billy Bob Joe moving down. Did go ahead and take Let Live. They do pull Tigers down in order to help to keep this thing Zagara back. Zagara has still not taken her level 1. Maybe now she'll realize when she goes to take a talent and it lets her pick 2. I'm like literally just sitting here looking at that. We do have Punish picked up by Johanna, but obviously, or Subdue, not completed yet. In the Rhythm, already up to 10 stacks of the Ding quest. And we do go ahead and have, yep, it is Captain Skippy goes for Twin Blades. Someone tell, give me more?
That the horde's keeping some of our soldiers prisoners. Get ready to free them.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with Zagara.
All right, lads.
That's a little frustrating, to be honest.
Prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers.
So we do go and have Dead On here in the middle. It does look like Captain Skippy moves over to defend. Dead On is a little bit out on an island. Starts to move in, but the rest of the team is not there. We do have, once again, Mothiel taking this. On the other side, we do get Tyrande and Shogun. Go ahead and pick that one up. Poor Rhaegar. Rhaegar is just not able to trade to this Zagara at all. Zagara is low on health. That's the one thing that Rhaegar has going for him. Oh, there we go. Finally, we do go to Infinite Spears. And then Infest being picked up. I'm gonna ask what the heck happened. There is Second Wind on the Twin Blades, the Wind Blades. And I have Life Blossom coming out. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Kingfishers, like, if I was their coach, I'd be like, you guys are way too slow at picking your damn talents. You guys are almost level, like, you're more than halfway to level 8 and you haven't picked your level 7 yet? What is going on with you guys? I probably shouldn't be harping on it so much, and I apologize if I am, but I'm just like, I've never quite seen this before, so it's giving me a confusion. There's Shogun moving up. A lot of damage onto Bloodlust. Oh, I am curious, did May take, Alright, fantastic. Alright, we do go and have the Dead Shell has to fall back. This will give Zagara a moment to free clear the bottom. There's Shogun and John Lotz going ahead once again. I do like how much these teams are actually paying attention and getting this down. We are at level 9, moving towards level 10. It does look like we finally start having the Cavaliers starting to be moved out. But Dread On actually moves to the bottom to harass the Zagara. That's the problem. Like, that Zagara last pick, they don't have a good answer to it. It's very, very, very clear. But they do have level 10s. They might be able to move in. A lot of damage coming in. There's the blind. Starfall goes down. A huge amount of damage. Bloodlust is going and being pickled down. Goodbye, Bloodlust. There's a big move in. Captain Skippy is looking not too healthy. Billy Bob Joe is in the middle of dragon form, but also down to 160 health. And there's a big grenade. Dragons are not immune to grenade damage, as we found out just now. They were only 4.5 seconds away, but we do go and have a 30-second chill, and we are about 10 seconds away from Ostraza coming back, so this may be a little bit tough for them to get taken care of. Only about 5 seconds left as Gar starts to move up here. There is the Nidus coming out, but too little too late. However, can they get a kill off of this? There is Johanna trying to prove everyone back. Gravel Bomb goes ahead and gets that. Big ol' avalanche comes through. A lot of damage on Captain Skippy once again. Captain Skippy having to fall back. There is a kill onto May. Looks like they're looking at Malthael. Malthael goes ahead and gets hit by the Starfall. Goes ahead and gets massacred by that. And that is a 2-for-1 in favor of Throgun. A lot of damage coming through. We do go and have a massive amount of damage. I also will mention, let me know if the game sounds are too loud. I said that last time, and then no one said a word. And then, like, right before this game, they're like, "Oh, your game sounds are a bit loud." I'm like, "What?" Because I can't look at them like as I'm going into the next game. So I turn them down a little bit blindly. But let me know if I need to turn them down even more. If that's a problem. Was a little bit frustrated because I specifically asked chat last game if they were okay and nobody said anything. So yeah, Kingfishers. Kingfishers are getting a little bit clean out. A big push happened in the middle of the map. They do go ahead and get the fort and they're pushing it on the wall right now. Backflip does go and move back. Going to go ahead and start trying to deal with Varian as well as they can. Backflip, be careful. I almost think Backflip would have been better served if they're going to do anything coming in here and clearing this out. Nice little evasion. We do have Varian moving down. Looking to go ahead and engage into this, but I don't think they're going to get a lot done here. Full 5-man, 5 figures to a fist coming into the middle of the map. He does peel off to go deal with the Gazlowe. Gazlowe, meanwhile, Gazlowe and Malthael, the two Outfitters, are going to go and start camping at the moment. A camping we will go. A camping we will go. Now, if only Throgun knew they could really move in on this aggressively. It's 3 versus 4 right now until Malthael gets here, though Malthael is on the way. No, Malthael's going middle. I don't know if Bloodlust knew, although there's a great Avalanche. Avalanche goes ahead and puts Rhaegar right where Rhaegar does not want to be. A lot of damage, but Bloodlust is right in the middle of the pain train. So Daichella will be okay. There is actually, we actually have the drill coming out for Tychus does not go for Odin. Backflip goes ahead and moves down and moves up and moves down and moves up. Here's a lot of things going back and forth. We do go and have dead on, starting to move back down to the bottom of the map. Billy Bob Joe looking absolutely okay. A little bit of aggression here. Damon goes in and tries to clear out everything. They will be able to do so. And it does look like, with May's help, I completely missed that. But we do have a kill onto Gazlowe, but on the opposite side. Zagara goes down, trying to protect this from the 4-man push, but will not do so. We now have the Reaver minions starting to spawn in both middle and bottom for the side of Throgun. Looks like I have a boss trade happening right now. Billy Bob Joe, Captain Skippy, and Bloodlust up here going to get this. The Throgun cannot rotate the entire map in time to get up here. They're going to try, but they're going to fail. They're scouting arrow. You shoot a scouting arrow just to see like how much time you have, and then they even take it before even the arrow gets that. They're much less you. Always feels a little bad. Well, interesting. I don't really agree with this. They're just letting Gaslow clear this. They're going to take a lot more damage than they necessarily need to. Like, I would have sent more people up there. Like, over here, this guy's going to get cleared out when he... I mean, all he's going to do is get the middle wall. Not even the middle wall. Meanwhile, this guy goes through the entire middle wall and start getting fort damage. So definitely needed more people here to actually defend this thing. Gaslow cannot do this alone. I mean, he can. He's entirely capable of doing it alone, but it's not something you should really be asking him to do. But with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have everyone starting to move through. Dead On getting moving into a great position in order to move in here. Bloodlust a little bit on the island. I don't think they realize he's there. Here's Backflip, ready to come in with a grab bomb. Grab bomb will be very, very, very critical. If they need to make sure they engage. I like the little bit of a pincer attack they have. They don't come in together. Don't let them grab bomb you. Alright, Grab Bomb comes out, but does whiff. A lot of damage on the Bloodlust, though. We do go ahead and have the Alexstrasza ult coming out and fully healing Bloodlust. A lot of damage go through. Zagara's Banelings are being shot across. There is the, what is it called? It's something drill? Dragon Laser Drill. There we go. I'm too much of a StarCraft nerd to not know what that's called, but I just could not think of it for the life of me. Still have not actually gotten the Punish upgrade. They've not managed to hit 3 people, but a lot of damage going on to Kingfishers. Throgan running away from this game right now. Alexstrasza goes down. It does only a lot of damage on the May. Bloodlust trying to run out of here, but won't be going anywhere as 4 for 1 kill in favor of Throgun. I like this call to go ahead and take their opponent's siege camp. Just leave Dead On here. There won't be no one but Malthus alive for a while. And then they're moving. Okay, I guess I'm surprised. I thought they would take mid, but they actually move in bottom. Their opponents are coming back up right about now, so they might need to make a very, very hasty retreat in just a second. Dead On! Oh, that's always a little bit frustrating, because they would have been finished by now. Here comes the re-engage. I do think they still get it, but that's just one of those, it's like, Dead On, you had one job? Yeah, Backflip keeps trying to lead with Gravo, and you don't want to do that. You want to, like, you've got a lot of things to slow them. Like, that, can you imagine Gravo in the middle of that, who took it a 3 for nothing in favor of Throgun? It was a really, really, really bad combination for the Throgunites. Alright, so we do go and have the core is exposed and about to start taking damage. They do wisely come up and actually take out the second one. With 2 down, the core is only starting from 20% of damage. And they definitely don't want to wait for the third keep to go down because, well, there's still a fort up in the top lane. But it looks like this very well is going to be the end of the game. Game number 1 ends in just 15 minutes. Very, very... I gotta say, in the beginning of the game, I really thought Kingfishers were kind of styling. The Zagara was a great pick. There was no answer to it. It really kind of felt like Throgun was just slowly losing ground. But then all of a sudden, they just got tense and started running away with the game. Kill on kill on kill on kill on kill. And then this is the result. We have a victory on the side of Throgun. You're going to have Shogun Misa leading the way in terms of damage, doing 62,000 damage over the course of the game. Killer Kook does do 45,000, and then Malthiel with 40,000. In terms of healing, we do have John Lutz leading the way, 52,000 healing over the course of the game. And in terms of that ever-important experience, we do go and get a Shogun with 14,000, followed by Gaslow. Talent-wise, we got them. Copy them down, use them. Just don't abuse them. Gaslow does go for Rocket Boost. There's the Hyper Focus and the Second Blast. Very, very normal build. Capacitors come out for extra firepower. That is the like one-shot talent with the Gravel Bomb. I was gonna say, if they went for Meme Blazers as well, I would have so much. Both respect. Can you both respect and disrespect someone at the same time? But no, they do go for Arc Reactor and then Bomb Toss. Lot of problems. Lot of you can't go anywhere. Coming out of Gaslow at the end. We do go and have the Tyrande coming out with the Ice Blade Arrows at level 20. But with that, I'll resolve the bit. I will see you in game number 2. And don't go anywhere.
Come join the party in the dust and the sand. Chip on your shoulder, sweat and dirt on your hands. Machines and slumber start to lumber outside. Head full of numbers, see the colors collide. Search safest sanctuary, dropping them dollars on you, thank you very much. By the way, no refunds, back into the boneyard, badlands we run. I saw a siren singing, shifting through the shots of ringing, frying, burning, guts are stinging, bringing you the pain. Come on down and join the party tonight. We ain't the kind to turn away from a fight. Chips on the shoulders, sweat and dirt on our hands, 'cause we're breaking down the borders as we light up the land, yeah. You ain't a skag, are you? Old TK's Jack is just a derelict shell. Ain't nothing left now but his notes and the smell. He used to watch over the fire and the stone. Fan fiction told me that he died all alone. Splash, bang, so corrosive, don't get close if it's explosive. Flash, gang, caustic crew, simmer and smoke in electric blue. Hiss goes the radio, vicious, malicious, a voice we know. Soon to reap the seeds you sow, bringing you the pain. Come on down and join the party tonight. We ain't the kind to turn away from a fight. Chips on the shoulders, sweat and dirt on our hands, 'cause we're breaking down the borders as we light up the land, yeah. Come on, drink out your ride. Oh, you know they say, better to die at the wheel crash and burn. Oh, instead of die when you're not in your car. I hate you, claptrap. Ooh, come on down and join the party tonight. We ain't the kind to turn away from a fight. Chips on the shoulders, sweat and dirt on our hands, 'cause we're breaking down the borders as we light up the land, yeah. Well, my friends, it's been a long, long time. But we're still kicking and we're in our prime. Out of the glare of the limelight, walking the path of the wise. We got the plan for a new fight, flying the frantic skies. Whoa. Stand
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2. This is going to be on Garden of Terror. Once again, the map was picked by Kingfishers. They have very, very specific maps that they've prepped strategies for, and they want those maps. But that does mean the first pick goes over to the side of Throwgun. I I remembered. So we do go and have this going on the first ban. Now, based on the last game, if I'm throwing it, well, first of all, I did well, but I might consider that Zagara definitely did throw a big wrench in their plans. I think most of the problems were caused by Zagara, but once they kind of got a little bit of steam under them, they just sort of like just kept a woo woo. I'm so good at this commentary thing. Yep, they do go. They agree with me. They say, yeah, the Zagara was the most problematic member of your team. Let's go and get rid of that. Now, on the side of Kingfishers, who do you get rid of? That's a big question because I don't know that any one person stood out that much. It was just a lot of very, very, very in sync play. So I don't necessarily have advice for them. Like, Varian was definitely beating Gazlo one-on-one. You go and get rid of the Tyrande. They said, okay, the stuns were on point. You caught a lot of kills that you shouldn't have been able to catch. I apologize for yawning. This is what I always do. I always end up like trying to cast 2 games a night, even though I don't get enough sleep. And by the end, I'm like, oh, run. There's the Johanna. It's interesting because they took the Joe last time and they have first pick, which means they have some plan in mind that they do not want Joe for. Are they going to take Varian themselves? But if they they won't take Varian because Varian counters Joe. So taking Varian by itself ensures Joe won't be picked. So you don't need to ban it. May indicate they're actually planning on like a auto attack Vala or Raynor or Cassia, and they just don't want Joe's blinds interfering with that. We do go to the Stukov. Stukov not banned this time around. They do go and get rid of the, instead of Ragnaros and Stukov, they got rid of Ragnaros and Tyrande. So Stukov is picked up by the Cello. Again, I don't know if it's supposed to be the Cello or Die Cello, because Die means the in German. And I don't usually see just Die Cello. Like, what do you have against cellos? What, did cellos murder your family? What is going on here? Captain Skippy does come out with the Lich Queen special. I like this skin, by the way. We do have Damon once again on the Malthael. Very grayish team so far. Oh, interesting. So that's the reason for the Joe. I didn't think about Zul'jin, but Zul'jin definitely falls into that auto attacker. We don't want a double blind of the other team mentality.
Bring the mega death.
We do go and have the ETC. ETC looks fun for me. Alright. With that being taken care of, we do go and have the Artanis being removed from the battlefield. Malthael, I kind of feel like Malthael kind of owns all over Artanis, especially after level 4. But you know what? Maybe I've just been playing bad Artanises. Because obviously if you go in and fight him one-on-one, you're going to lose. But you can just sort of kite him and just whittle away at his health because his shields do nothing at all. There is the Brightwing! And by there is, I mean we'll never see the Brightwing because the Brightwing is banned out and forever not allowed. So Stukov not going to Brightwing, not going into Tyrande. What healer will Stukov be trying to compete against? Is the question that we are just about to have answered, unless they last pick the healer. Interesting. Bloodlust coming out with the Lily, one of the least bloodthirsty characters in the game. We have Killer Kook coming out with Blaze. I do think Blaze was actually banned last game, so definitely was targeted. Killer Kook wants that Blaze.
Hell, it's about damn time.
Damakana comes out with the Taiki. And then there's the Leo. Leo into Mal. Now this is interesting because Leo into Malthael is one that Leo wins until 10, but after 10, Malthael can definitely be a lot more. Like Malthael can get Leo down to 30% health, and being able to drop that last rites. Okay, I'm really excited for this game now. I really want to see what's going to happen because Valeria is something I don't get to cast very often. And yes. I'll get Gamba up. Don't go anywhere. Look forward to this. And oh my god! All right, welcome to game number 2 here on the Terrific Gardens. Get it? I'm hilarious. So we do go ahead and have coming out on game number 2, representing the Kingdom of Calamity. Damon is on the Malthael. This I like Executioner Hood Malthael. I like it. Killer Kook on the Blaze. Billy Bob Joe is going to be playing the Tychus. We're going to Captain Skippy on the Deheka. And we do have Bloodlust playing a Lily. Meanwhile, representing the Generation of Genocide, we do go and have ETC being played by Dead On. Penta Machina is going to be playing the Tychus. Dicello is going to be on Stukov. We're going to have Shogun Misa is coming out on the Leoric. And then we do go in and get John Lotz playing the Zuljin. There we go. They move around a lot, it's hard to read their names. Pittabaka moving down here is Billy Bob Joe in True Stealth. For anyone that does not know, when you are not moving, there's absolutely no indication of the map. There's kind of this weird little like predator shimmer that goes on if you start moving. Oh, I can't really start it. I was trying to show it for anyone that does not know. Like that, you can kind of see her moving around, but when she's not moving, completely invisible. You know, there's a big fight happening in the middle that we kind of should be paying attention to. It does definitely look like... We actually had a 4-man come down, definitely breaking the throw gun, but that does leave Dehaka up here to just slurp up all the experience. Nice stutter to the Vuljin. Bloodlust? Now here's the thing, Bloodlust, they denied the Joe, but there is blinds that are available from Lily. And Lily's pretty good at them as well. We do have the tank build coming out of Dehaka. New Habit sitting on Blaze. We do go and get the Prague Rock coming out of ETC. That goes for Press the Advantage. Tychus got really and then it was just the miss, but here comes John Locks trying to go and clear this up. Will not be able to. John Locks, more like John not enoughs in terms of damage. Boom, got him. We do go ahead and have Billy Bob Joe riding forward along with his mercenary camp, moving into the area. There is an ETC nearby.
Time for the seeds of my vengeance to sprout. But which of you will gather them first?
My keyboard scroll's a little bit like more sensitive than I'm used to. Yeah, that's better. I want to kind of pan.
Gather it, would you?
All right, would you go and have...
For you to not be the first to harvest.
Oh, Leo was mid? I went up to Dehaka instinctively because that's the off lane. I'm like, wait, but where's Valera? So 2 kills to none. Definitely Kingfishers with a much more unique strategy coming out here. There's a big stun coming in, and yeah, a combination of the blaze plus the tongue, or the blaze plus the actually I guess we just blaze both times. Blaze stun followed by blaze oil. But regardless, it definitely meant that you couldn't move away fast enough, and Dahaka went ahead and got some free tongue action going on. York is here in the middle, trying to go in and soak up some experience and stop this mercenary camp. That does give a momentary advantage to Kingfishers. There's Shogun. Shogun taking a lot of damage. Is just on the verge. Killer Cook is super low, but so is Shogun. And Shogun will be the first to go down. We do have Pinta Makata trying to go in there and does get the blaze. It's a slaughter. We have 2-on-2 so far and still low health bars everywhere. Dead One applies directly for the jugular and does go ahead and tries to survive, but will be the one taken out. We do go ahead and have Kingfishers are the one that go ahead and pick up this seed, and they are 1 seed closer to having Garden Terrors march across the map, leveling all this in their path.
I feel a seed germinating.
So far we do go ahead and get interesting throw of shade. So not the extra damage as a single target, despite the fact being an offlaner. Just a lot of these able to just put shades everywhere. That'll let Meltil teleport very aggressively. But it does mean he doesn't duel into a 1v1 situation as well as he might otherwise. So that's definitely a thing to keep in mind.
There's my precious seed.
Seed is up. Shogun already done about half health. We'll need a little bit of healing. There is Bloodlust moving in. Billy Bob Joe coming in for the flank. A lot of damage onto Shogun. And there's the Unstoppable. Boom. We will go ahead and have a survival. But here comes the rest of the team. Are they scouted? Are they seen? Nice silence comes down, but we are going to have a 1-for-1. Although it's really a 1-for-2 because Shogun is still down. Daicello does go ahead and move out, but will be taken out. So that is going to be 3-for-1 in favor of Kingfishers. It does look like we have to have Valero run very quickly out of the way, but bye-bye. Leo goes down one more time. We have aggression into here, and we are now thirds of the way to having a Garden Terror under the command of Kingfishers. We also have level 10s coming out for Kingfishers. We do have Last of Rice coming out. I was wondering with the Throwing Shade if they want to use that in order to get that, and then Throwing Shade, and then like be able to teleport everywhere. Smoke Bomb on the Valera, Water Dragon, Isolation, and Bunker Drop. Very aggressive ult coming out of the Lily. I hope that is going to bite her because she's not taking a lot of healing talent so far. Surging Winds, and then Mass Vortex. Bunch of damage coming out. John Lott's going in and cleaning up this bottom fort. Able to start getting map pressure moving across. Both teams very good about taking their mercenary camps whenever they can. The map is painted more often than it's not.
There it is. Gather the seed before your enemy does.
This will be a fight because definitely Kingfishers wants to have this, and definitely a Throgun does not want to let them have it. Alright, a lot of damage on the Dahaka. Dahaka does go ahead and consume their essence. We do go ahead, once again, we have the Dragon Laser Drill. Not the ult I would expect, but the ult that we're consistently getting. Billy Bob taking a bunch of damage, silence comes down, and we actually do have Valera removed from the fight first and foremost. This could be exactly what Throgun needs. We do go ahead and have this channel. Daicello does go ahead and pick it up. There is a kill onto Zul Jin. A lot of damage coming out. Killer Kook is going to be getting incinerated by this. Shogun Misa walks in, but does not quite have enough health. Dead Aura is getting applied directly to the death counter, and there is a nice flank coming in. Damon not letting Daicello get out of here. And with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have that completely eliminated. Meanwhile, there was mercenary camps pushing top and mid, so they will get cleaned up.
A seed is sprouting.
Both teams do now have ults. On the other side, we do get March of the Black King.
Hero slain.
What? Dragon Laser Drill, Mosh Pit, Flailing Swipe, and Does Dingo. Yeah, Kingfishers is definitely here to play. Just said first game one was a fluke. You guys like kind of dominated us. This is what should have happened.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed, heroes?
They are down 13s, but this will be Garden. Shogun Misa does lead the way in. There's a silence coming out onto the Tychus. A lot of damage coming through. It does look like Tychus is the target. Billy Bob Joe looking for this, trying to get on top of the Tychus. Does go ahead and drop the Spoke Bomb in order to give themselves some momentary health. There goes the... And there's the last rites going to take down the Skeleton King. Whatever freaking Wheaties were eaten between rounds, definitely helping. This is a whole different Kingfishers coming into this game. They are just abusing their opponents. 19 kills to 4. Like, game number 1 was a little bit one-sided once Kingfishers came online. I want to see it end up like 13 kills to 3. So, kind of like polar opposite of game number 1. You love to see it, but you also hate to see it. Because you always want very, very even games that you don't know who's going to win. But at the same time, both of these teams have the ability to completely manhandle the game. So we do know that we're going to have what it takes to, like, come online and just start killing out of nowhere. Killing in the name of. But we haven't actually seen it happen just yet. So top fort goes down, bottom fort just about to go down. As I say that, the bottom fort does indeed go down. So those are two things we will not be seeing in the near future. Hello, Sanea. Welcome. Enjoy your alert that I'm going to ruin by immediately talking to you. We do go and have another stack of Last Rites being picked up to 2 out of 10. Last Rites, the only scaling ult in the game. As you get more and more kills with it, its cooldown reduces more and more. Right now, its cooldown is at, I believe, 60 seconds. So every minute you can go ahead and knock off. The way it works is you do 50% of your opponent's missing health. So if your opponent has 66% more damage missing, it just auto kills them. 66, repeating of course. Obviously. So we are riding over here. Going to be a bit of an invade happening from the side of Throwgun. There is Dead On being applied direct. Every time I see that name, I just immediately think of Head On. I'm like, applied directly to the jugular. Oh, Pitch Machine super low. There's another stack of Last Rites coming out. Down to 55-second cooldown. It does cap off at 20 seconds. You never get to the point where you just get to spam cast it, because that would be a bit, unfair. There's a big triple kill coming out from Kingfishers. They are riding high and moving forward. There is a seed coming up.
Don't fret about the shamblers. They don't feel a thing anymore.
Here's the thing: if you ever go out and you have to like pick flowers and the flowers look back at you, just move the other way. That's not a good look. Actually, it's a very good look. It's the best look flowers have. But you know what? It's creepy for me. Lots of damage, lots of knock. When the blue teams are rocking, they will be knocking with the blue teams are rocking. Billy Bob Joe gonna go ahead and move up. I know I did this already, but in case anyone does not know, this is Valera. She's a stealth hero. She kind of has like a predator, or not even a predator shimmer. Whenever she moves around, you can see an outline of where she is. But if she actually stops,
Another seed
You have no idea where she is. So there's no indication of her anywhere on the map. So like right here, they can run through and they walk right past her. So they won't be able to see her. When she moves around, she doesn't show up on the minimap, and you can't click on her. You have to use like aimed abilities to hit her. Very unusual hero, one we don't see a whole lot.
Gather the seed, heroes.
So we're at level 18 with 23 kills for the side of Kingfishers. Kingfishers! I love her hair, by the way. Alright, it does look like our blue team is going to be doing an invade on their opponent's mercenary camp, but this is detected. They are both level 16. This is known.
My little seed is on the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it.
That is picked up. This will be curse point for the side of the Kingfishers if they can go ahead and get this, and they've been very successful so far. However, they do catch Lily a little bit out, and there goes the panda. The tiny panda is tiny destroyed, but it does look like we do go ahead and have Dead on very, very low, but that is 2 kills for the side of Throwgun. They're going to get Malthil as well, so this will not be cursed. We do go ahead and move in. Dead on going in and clearing out these minions. Going to shape this challenge. Both teams going to be 2 out of 3 in terms of getting the plant terrors to march across the battlefield. Just like a freaking rogue in WoW. Just stuns for days. Shogun wants this show, though. Shogun's like, I will kill you. Nobody like silences me because I'd love to talk. And you know what? I can identify with that. I'm also a big fan of like running my mouth whenever I can. Camp will be picked up, but Killer Kook is in the area. They do know where they are. Level 20s are online for the side of Kingfishers. We do have Adrenaline Rush, Final Curtain, Essence Claws. Final Curtain, that explains the pick back here of Throwing Shade. Blaze and Lily. Okay, there's Double Dragon. Big old tongue comes out. Tongue action going on. Unkillable does come out from the Zul'jin Tazdingo. But we do go ahead and have that being taken out. We are up to 4 stacks of Last Rites. And looks like we do go ahead and have a return of Kingfisher. Go ahead and pick up a quick hat trick. Take out 3 of their opponents. And they will go ahead and get the plant terrors in just a second. Here they come. Gonna go and burrow into the lanes, and there they are. Big old creepy dudes. Thankfully, all the lanes are relatively well pushed, so they do actually have to walk the plant terrors to their opponent's defenses. One thing that's always bugged me about this game is that the subtitles are not based on what I'm hearing. They're based on what would be playing if I was playing the game. Like, they never actually fix that. Subtitles come up and they completely do not say what is being played. So the terrors are here. They're knocking down the keeps, exposing the core. Both of these are under siege. This terror does not have that much health left. But it does look like they're going to go ahead and get all of them down, I believe. lot of damage coming through. There is the final curtain. Goes in. No, they will save the top keep, but that will mean continuous catapults coming through the middle, and continual catapults coming through the bottom. Killer Coop desperately trying to survive. A lot of aggression being paid, but it looks like we'll go and get out of there. Shogun wants this, but again, that final curtain goes ahead and just completely puts a paragon of slowdown. Both teams are now level 20. We do go in and get Burning Despair, Bob and Weave, Death Metal, Controlled Chaos, and Amani Resistance coming out of the side of our Throw Gunners. Throw Gunners definitely have a mountain to climb if they want to come back in this game. If they have another massive wipe, their opponents will just walk to core and end it. It's a little dangerous. Big pincer attack comes in. Cuckoo comes in, catches two in the backline. John Lott's very, very low. There go the axes being sent out. But there's that wonderful, and two people get stunned in the mosh. You will dance and you will like it, but no, the first one that goes down is actually the ETC. Death Mosh comes out and once again catches Kingfishers. Silence comes down. Billy Bob Joe is very, very low. Pit Machine wants this and will take it. That's a 3-for-1 in favor of Throgun. And we do have the seed coming up right now. Now keep in mind, they were still just one away, so it looks like we will have seeds coming out. But their lanes are incredibly pushed thanks to losing the seed just a second ago.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. They strike the red team's core.
Yeah, they're having to show up at core and start just pushing. That's a problem. Now here's the thing about the terrors. If you look at this middle one's health, it doesn't drop because they only actually drop health whenever they make an attack. So if you do go ahead and just clear everything, they can move the entire length of the lane up. But the problem is you have to get everything. So this one, because he has to attack, his health will drop some. There's a bit of stopple coming out. Shogun does survive for the time being, is going ahead and sucking the health out of everyone around them. That's that lovely little realm. We have 1-for-1 Dahaka for Leo so far. There goes a Death Mosh. Death Mosh goes ahead and catches this Blaze. Great, great, great moment. Blaze does bunker in order to stay alive. It is technically 4v3. Unstoppable. So this is a good advantage for the side of Kingfishers. Will they be able to walk in and end this? They are up 4 versus 2 at the moment. And this might be the end of game number 2. Bit indecisive, it looks like, in terms of what they want to do with this. Big silence comes down to Shogun and Misa. There is Daichel and John Lotz in the area. Stun comes out, Killer Cusco and catches that. There is the engage. They are trying to get Bloodlust. Oh, if only they had an Entomb. And there's another stack onto Last Rites. Up to 6 out of 10. Cooldown is currently 40 seconds. There's the unkillable, but it looks like that solution is not long for this world. You only stay unkillable for so long, my friend. Oh, there was a heckin' hero attempt as they tried to go in and save the Zul Gym, but that should probably be the game. We do have Kingfishers marching forward, trying to go in and get this taken care of. Big bounce of damage coming forward. Captain Skippy goes ahead and goes in. Does avoid getting turned into a little plant thing. Great! Oh my goodness! Fantastic! Mosh comes in, catches I think 4 of them. I was just calling the end of the game, but that's not going to end now. Not whenever you get to kill 4 of your opponents.
Gather that seed for me.
Good grief. This could actually be a punctuation. They could go in and actually clear their opponents. They are spending a lot of time chasing this like panda down. Who's your little baby panda? Who's about to go extinct? That's bloodlust. Unfortunately, they can't get a whole lot done. They had a map priority, but all they really can do is take a mercenary camp and get ready to take the seed. Our opponents will be back now in about 10 seconds. So they can't get this, but obviously this will not be, this is 0-3 for both sides, so it'll be a while before we see more terrors. I have a feeling we won't see more terrors. I think the game will end before either team gets up to 3.
Red team has destroyed a fort. You would best be ready to gather another seed, heroes.
Bunch of damage coming out. Sorry, I got quiet for a second. I had to check something. So Scoop just go and scout out. They were in the bushes, but it does not matter. Bushes will not hide you from me.
Gather the seed before your enemy does.
I had a bunch of damage. That I was kind of I won't say making fun of it, but I was not respecting the shape before. Oh, only gets 1 person in the mosh, and there is the last rites. Death mosh catches no one. We still have a slight advantage so far. Advantage growing by the second. There's the unkillable coming out. Zul Jin does go ahead and manage to survive this. Captain Skippy goes down as well. That is a 4-for-1 in favor of. Are they actually going to come back in this? I did not think that was possible. I was basically just like, okay, they're going to get wiped one more time, and then the opponents will just go core. That's not what we're seeing. And they have about 30 seconds to do whatever they want to on the map. I wish they would go in and push, like, down a keep or something. Like, don't take a mercenary camp and or do what you can just do yourself.
Red team's core is under attack.
Misa is doing a good job moving over here, going and getting these catapults down. They're the ones to do the most damage to the core. The core is not lost shields, so it's not actually losing anything to these little pockets to get through, but that does mean that they do have to be a bit more careful. And yep, again, they didn't actually get anything lasting done.
Set to sprout.
It's very unfortunate. Now here's the thing though, if they get this, they can push forward with 3 Garden Tears, and their lanes are somewhat... Oh, well, their lanes could be better, but still,
That seed
killing your opponents and having Garden Tears pushing all the lanes in is very, very, very helpful for you. There's that final curtain coming through. Bunch of damage onto Leo in the back. Let's go ahead and heal up very, very quickly thanks to that level 20 embrace. Penta does go ahead and avoid that. Big, big move in. There is the 3-person mosh pit. This is exactly what you need if you are Throgun. Captain Skippy is going to go down in just a second. We do go ahead and have the last rise. Kills off. Death Mosh gets no value. However, they do go ahead and get that. The terrors are moving forward, and 2 of their member are down. It is 4 versus 3 plus terrors. So this is the moment. We actually might have Throgun making a massive comeback. Terrors are going forward. We do go and have the camp pushing here in order to try and clear this out. Keep this terror's hair as healthy as possible as it moves on. This one is at basically full health. They are moving in, going in and trying to get this keep down. I think there's almost no chance they won't be able to get it down. That's a surprising kill. I did not think they'd be able to kill that off that quickly. The double dragon goes ahead and just lands. But top keep is down. Yeah, they actually get a second one. Leo is down as well. That's going to trigger a retreat. But this is doing so much to balance the map out. They still have positive pressure in bottom and middle lane because they still have a keep and their opponents do not. Top lane is dead even at this point. Now here's the thing. If Throgun can manage to get another kill, they now have top lane exposed, so they could, in theory, just run in and get the core. Like, before they had to clear a lot of the map and they didn't want to do that. But now? Man, level 26, level 26, the game has been there for over a half hour? Incredible. Like, I thought this game was over 15 minutes ago. I am not ashamed to admit it. Both teams being incredibly careful right now. Do not want to run into one another. They will have to go ahead and...
Prepare to gather it.
So, okay, they got this, but then their opponents cleared almost all of it before they even left the thing. Good grief. We do go and have a mercenary camp and 2 catapults pushing in top. That's going to be a problem. They will definitely have to deal with that at some point. And it looks like they are moving up to deal with it right now. Leo a little bit on an island, but we'll go ahead and just right. I don't even know what that is. That's some kind of bike, but I don't know what bike it is. Teams are a little isolated, but thankfully they know their opponents are not all here because I can see some of them up top. Oh, nice predictable. But there's that coming through. Lots of damage go through. Killer Kook going to get absolutely melted. There is the bunker in order to protect themselves. But silence comes down. Killer Kook is very, very low. There's the stun, and we do get the mosh pit. Oh. That's going to be a 3-person mosh, but they only actually get the Lily. Killer Kook looks like not long for this world. Daka goes down somewhere else. I'm not looking at that area. That might be it. That is a 3-4-0 in favor of Throgun. Billy Bob Joe trying to do what they can. Looks like they're gonna just walk past this. They say, don't take, just go straight for core. We don't want to go north, we just want to get this as soon as possible. Our opponents are down for 30 seconds. We can go ahead and do a lot of damage, and they are just shredding. They are level 2017. The core is falling fast, down to 70%, down to 50%, down to 40%. There's Tazdingo coming out and winning game number 2 in a domination. Completely unexpected. I really thought this game was over, but we have Throwgun 2-0ing this. Fantastic. One second, let me set up an interview, possibly. While we wait to see if I will be joined, let's go ahead and look at the stats right quick. In terms of damage, Malthael does do 160,000 damage, although granted, Malthael can cheat. Whenever you're coming against chonky enemies like Leoric and ETC, and you can just sort of do 30% of their health in one move, I mean, yeah, you can get big numbers. We do have Leoric coming in with 125,000, and then Tychus with 112. In terms of healing, we do go and have Stukov leading the way with 170,000. And that experience contribution, we do get 46,000 coming out of Leoric, 28,000 coming out of Killer Kook. Talents, we got them. Taka does come out with, again, the I Want to Be Alive a Little Bit Longer build. Symbiosis, Primal Rage, Channeling Claws, and Essence. Leo does come out with Consume Vitality and Ghostly Reach. I like this combination. Lets you fight over the point a little bit better. It looks like I am joined by Shogun Misa. Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
That last game right there took 20 years of my life, I think.
You'll see it in the I completely thought I was like, okay, GG, go next. Like this game is over, and then it didn't end, and then you just kept clawing back inch by inch. It felt like a Towers of Doom comeback, except the map was not in your favor. You just had to earn it yourself.
Well, we don't give up. We give in, but never give up.
Certainly appears that. My gosh, I'm still just in awe that you actually came back from that. But let's go back to game number 1. Game number 1, complete polar opposite of game number 2. You definitely seem to have a real strategy when you went into Alterac. But did the game play out kind of how you expected it to?
Yeah, that's our normal game plan. So like we know exactly what to do. The problem is the game number 2 problem is I forgot about Garden of Terror. Is our wickedest map ever, and I always ban it. Some reason I forgot to ban it today. So that was really hard, and the team, the other side, just wrecking us like over and over. And I have no idea how to deal with it until like later when we have nothing to lose, we decide to just run at them.
Definitely makes sense, because yeah, that was kind of how the game certainly opened on Garden of Terror. It's one of those things when they pick it, you're like, wait, what? Crap!
You have no idea how much shit my team giving me. So like I've been getting yelled the whole time from drafting to the start of the game. That's when they start. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm glad they let you focus on the actual game.
No, not really until like level 21, 22 before we decide that let's go. We're gonna lose anyway. Nothing to lose. That's good when you reach rock bottom.
Got nothing to lose, so I might as well win.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do have to say, so it definitely felt like Valera was a bit of a blind spot and took a long time for you to be able to sort of deal with her. What would you say was the big turning point on suddenly not having Valera just run circles around you?
We fight into that with Tychus, who decided to go AA, and I told him not to, but he liked to do his thing anyway. And Azuzin also doing AA, and into a Blaze who reduced 50% attack speed, and Super Blight Lily. We struggle, but Tychus just pull it up at the end. Like he played exceptionally good, and Zuzan just great there. So I have no worry. Like our March was phenomenal. That's the only thing that kept us in the game.
Oh, it definitely was. Like, I didn't really have an MVP for game 1, but game 2 it was definitely because mosh after mosh after mosh. It definitely felt like the team fights were even whenever mosh wasn't used. But I think I only saw one mosh in the last 10 minutes of that game that didn't hit at least 3 people.
Yeah, the March and the Silent underneath by Stuck Up is the winning killer. Both our damage being suppressed really hard. They tried their best, but we're being suppressed. And my Leo also just a clear wave bot. Like I should have just played Zoe, because that's exactly what I've been doing the whole game. Like there is so much pressure come from the other team. That team playing so well. I'm happy
I do have
be
to
able
ask,
to play a game like this.
I almost never see people go with March. What was the reason for the decision to go for March? Was it just our DPS are struggling? We need every ounce of damage we can get?
No, usually I always go Tomb. I really don't go March unless I'm trolling people. But my finger is just being too fat, and I decide to hit the 2 instead of the 1. So I took March out of accident.
Well, I actually think it worked out because there were definitely times that you would be the first one to engage on. You'd go down to like 30% health, and then March would come out and you'd be back up to 80%.
Well, yeah, it's just lucky.
It's just destiny.
Yep.
Last question I have, I always ask every team this. Can you tell me where the name Throwgun comes from?
My name is Shogun, and I always play like garbage at the end of the game, so I throw a lot of game. So my team decided that throw gun will match the team and the strategy.
Well, it certainly felt like in game number 2, you guys were on the verge of losing, but then I guess the team dragged you back from the throw pit.
Yeah, it's all my team that I did nothing but crying and being yelled at. But anyway, it's really good game. Shout out for the other team for giving us a wonderful game like that. Appreciate you. And all my teammates up. Thank you for playing with us.
Oh, it was a pleasure to cast. Thank you for the amazing game. I'm not going to forget this one anytime soon, I can guarantee it.
Thank you for casting our game. Have a good day, my friend.
Oh, my pleasure. And with that, we're actually going to go over, there isn't any more NGS happening right now, but MFCEO, who is Danny, is actually overplaying Red Dead Redemption at the moment. So we'll go say hi to them. They don't get to use their main channel a whole bunch, so I'm going to make them feel awkward by going in and raiding them. Ha ha ha.